All right, we're here at Bayou Adventure. It's the spring/summer premium meeting, guys. Good to see everybody here. And look, we had to wait a little while to have this. We were supposed to have one in the spring, but finally we're released from our confinement at home. And man, everything's busting loose. We have the Marsh Martian, Corey Labastri. Look at this guy.
Hello, world.
All right, Corey, glad to have you here, man. And look, glad to have you a part of the website. I certainly enjoy reading your reports. I certainly enjoy watching your videos. Me and my little girl, we sit on the couch and we pull up YouTube on the big screen over the fireplace, and we just lay back, eat some popcorn, and watch you, man. She's a big fan.
That's what's up. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate it.
But man, we learned so much from your, you really know that Bayou Lacombe area, and man, I just want to get into that marsh and the little confines you get into. I mean, it looks like you're in a turnouse like six feet long, and you fishing in there, man.
Well, that's why I'm in the canoe. I have the big boat. I got that 18-foot Duracraft, 90 Yamaha. I can get in that and go, but the canoe is my preferable vehicle. So I can get that marsh stealthy. Move up on these fishing pockets that nobody can get in. Plus, with the epidemic, Lake Road is so overpopulated, so I need to get away. You have the extra people, your regular fishermen, and then sometimes tournaments, so you're fighting everybody. So it's
So what kind of canoe is it?
I have a Coleman 13-foot canoe, totally Martian MacGyvered out.
Martian MacGyvered out.
Yes, sir. The only canoe in the world, probably the world, with I said a rudder.
Yeah.
Couldn't even think of my own creation.
Rudder. And you got wheels on it too, huh?
Yeah, when I need it. It's a transformer. I have attachments.
A transformer.
I have attachments for a trolley motor, everything, it's nothing that can't be built.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, glad to have you here. We are just kicking things off. How you like this crowd? Bayou Adventure doesn't get much better than this.
Yes, man.
The heart of our Lacombe, Bayou Lacombe, right over here off of Main Street, the launch. I tell you what, my first question is, sometimes I see you throwing that canoe in at different places. I saw you off the bridge here one time picking up. I saw the highway. How many different launches do you have?
Well, you come up. I'm a local since '77. Like I said, from New Orleans, migrated here. Since a kid, we fished every pond. One of my little sons are trying to tell me about, oh man, I found this pond. I said, there's not a pond in Covington to Slidell that I have not fished.
Wow.
So I know all these little areas, these little dips. So the main thing with me, I need my peace. I'm an antisocial fisherman. I love the people, don't get me wrong, love the people. Hello, world. But when I'm fishing, I care to be by myself, or I need my space so I can really focus. Because when you're fishing, to me, this is a sport. I enjoy it so much. I'm not a person that enjoys casting. I enjoy catching. So I'm not necessarily typical of the big fish, little fish. If I'm catching fish, I'm having a blast. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Catching fish, right? Having a great time. Supposed to be paradise, right?
Yep. And especially the way you're fishing, the style you're fishing, is that it's not directly top water where you've been fishing with the frogs, direct top water, but it's just below that surface, right when those bass can really pound it and leave that swirl, and then he's on. You set that hook. That is exciting.
Well, you think I'm under, but those Z-Man plastics that I use are buoyant, so it's just sitting right there, barely on top, and it depends on the weight of the hook. That's why I stress different size gamakatsus, because of the weight and the strength. But yeah, it's most of the time it's up unless I have a 1/16 of an ounce tungsten or an 1/8 of an ounce. But yeah, it's a nice little float. You ask my big buddy Dennis. He's here supporting me. Thank you, Dennis.
So show us what you're using, and actually you brought some baits for a giveaway. Show off the lures that you use.
All right. Well,
and
right now, Dennis, my boy Dennis, is gonna be upset. Yeah, he's got, this is the green pumpkin finesse frogs. I mean, if you're looking at the videos, I show you this is what I'm using, and this green pumpkin color. They're gonna hate me. This is the color. You can get the chartreuse, watermelon chartreuse. It's okay. It does catch fish. The black and blue does catch fish in muddy water.
Make sure that one wins.
Okay. Okay. Then you have my most of the year famous baits, the 3-inch minnows. You'll find the diesel minnows all over.
Yeah, okay.
all over in different stores, but nobody carries the finesse frogs or the 3-inch minnows.
What's the tail look like on that minnow?
It's a paddle tail.
Okay.
I would open up, but I don't break the seal.
And you're going weightless with that, just with a weedless hook,
weightless,
right?
Just with the minnows, I run a 3-aught Gamakatsu G-lock, and with the frogs, I run a 2-aught Gamakatsu G-lock. And that's important with the G-lock because the size is smaller once again, and it makes the buoyancy of the bait a lot better.
Now those frogs, if you let that sit, you're gonna sink it.
No, it's not. That's not a sinking. Last tech. Buoyancy. That's the key.
Okay, that looks like a sinking frog.
It is not gonna sink unless you put a weight on it. If you have a heavier hook, it will weight it down.
Okay.
But when I use the Gamakatsu 2-aught with no weight, it's gonna float, and then when those little tails on it, it's literally leaves bubbles.
Popping. Yep.
And it just calls them.
Yeah.
Then I got my streaks.
I like that.
This is you hear me talking about the streaks.
Now that's not a paddle tail. That's a straight tail.
This is basically your fluke, but it's the Z-Man version of the Fluke Junior. But they're buoyant, and the color is the deal. This is a real good color.
The deal. You always talking about the deal.
Yes, you hear me talking about.
What's the deal?
Streaks. These deals. So somebody's gonna win some good little packages. I also have a ride sock for lanyap and a little lunker hunt. You know.
What's that?
That's a little lanyap.
Dragonfly.
You know.
Okay.
That's what I brought today.
Absolutely.
Just to maybe somebody could catch what I catch on the baits that I use.
So if you haven't registered right now, come get a ticket. Put your ticket in a box. We're going to be drawing it in a little bit. I thank you so much for talking with us. I thank you so much for the giveaway stuff, Corey. And thank you so much for making these videos, man. Give me something to watch. I don't have to watch the news. I can watch fishing.
Yeah.
We got next coming up is Magnolia Outdoorsman. That's another YouTube guy. He's local guy fishing. Doesn't get much better than that. Seeing you guys out there fishing bayou lacombe, Eden Niles, all the local spots. So we're trying to take the North Shore, bring it into North Shore Fishing Report. You're going to be posted on the premium side in the fishing reports. And look, we're going to keep adding to this site. How you enjoying it now? I know you're new to the site.
Yeah. Well, look, I just want to say everybody support my people's site, NorthShoreFishingReport.com. That's the place to be. You want to know what's going on wherever you fish. He has people.
Hey, you want characters? Come to North Shore Fishing Report.
And I'm a official part of the team right now, the North Shore Fishing family. So you're gonna hear my face, hear my mouth, and see my face. So,
absolutely.
Hello, world. We're gonna keep doing it.
Well, Corey, thanks so much for joining us, man. Look, what are you gonna eat over there? I saw a gator on a stick. Can you imagine that?
If I didn't catch that alligator, I can't eat it.
I think I'm gonna get a gator on a stick, man. I gotta taste that.
Look, I got some saltwater videos in the very beginning of my video profile. Y'all go to the very beginning and check out some of my saltwater. When I first started, like I said, I don't chase them, but I have some nice footage.
When they come to bayou lacombe, you'll get them.
I'm not chasing them yet. I can, but let them come to me, baby. They come.
Quick report. I talked to Terry Hart, and he went and ran some crab lines, crab nets out in the mouth of Bonfaka. How you say it? Go ahead. Bonfaka.
There you
got
go.
it? Bonfaka.
That's
man,
Creole.
I'll tell you what.
Say it right, Bonfaka.
Okay, so Bonfaka.
Bonfaka.
Okay, Bonfaka. So he ran some crab nets out there. He said the alligators is out of control, man. What's the alligators like on bayou lacombe?
We were throwing a frog. I brought my cousin from New Orleans out, George Bourdais, and he was amazed. We saw a big, huge alligator about 10 feet, and I threw the big frog, and he followed it. So I made him. He was excited, city boy, getting to take some pictures of a live alligator. And I enticed him to come to the boat, and he got some good pictures.
Yeah.
But then we were heading in, and we saw a huge one, about 12 feet or bigger, with a neutral rat or something in his mouth going across. Wow. All you could see was rusty orange and little.
Yeah. not having a good day.
Yeah. So we see plenty of alligators. And beware, folks. They are not that scared.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some huge ones in the bayou, especially
in a pirogue or a canoe. Footers. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, man. Look, go order you something from the Bayou Kitchen over there. We're at Bayou Adventure, and we are having a great time.